Hey guys, welcome to my video number 2, and in this video we will be talking about the design. If you are somebody who's landed here directly without watching video number 1, video number 1 was all about specifications and why did I take this laptop, why not a desktop, etc. So if you want to check out the video number 1, I would be glad. But if you want to stick around listening to or checking out the design, then please stay here. Alright, now looking at design, first of all, it has a nice black matte finish. They're calling it as shadow black. It's not like jet black and it doesn't hurt your eyes. So it's a nice finish, I would say. And in terms of logo, I think the initial releases that HP did, initial HP Omens, they had a different logo, and now they have moved back to a diamond shaped hologram sort of logo. In fact, I ordered one earlier versions of HP Omen, but it had some battery problems and I had to return it. So I think the logo is much better in the newer versions, and I'm glad that I took this one. Also, the earlier versions, they were trying to give it a desktop sort of look. So at the bottom of the display, it had cuts wherein it would it would give the monitor a desktop sort of look. But now I think they're back to the normal regular laptop design sort of thing. So that's something nice. Now, display, we already talked about display a little bit in the earlier video. This is a 144 hertz refresh rate display with 300 nits of brightness, which is pretty decent. The other thing that you also need to note here is the edges of the display. They're quite thin. I mean, even though this is 15.6 inch screen, it looks very sleek and very compact. So let me just show you one of the earlier 15.6 inch HPs that I have. If you see here, the borders, they're quite thick. So and this is bulky as well. Obviously, it's pretty old. This is an i3. So this border change itself makes a lot of changes. It looks really nice. So that is also something which is really appreciated. Now, in terms of the keyboard layout, I think they've kept in mind that this is a gaming laptop. So I think there's a little more space between the keys than regular ones, I would say. But I think this is purposely done since this is a gaming laptop. Then in terms of the other things, if you see, the power button is not separate from the keyboard layout. I mean, it is within the keyboard layout. It is here on the right side. And then they have also provided a separate HP Omen command center key. So when you press that, HP command center opens up, and let me just show you that here. So there you go. So this command center comes up when you press that command center key, where gamers can check the GPU utilization, CPU utilization, memory utilization, etc. This for the gaming guys, but like I said, I took it for my editing needs, so this is more like a creative thing. And then there's one more button which I'm not sure. There's a calculator button. So the moment you press that, the calculator comes up, and which is, at least I liked it, which is very nice. Now, in terms of ports and interfaces, I think they have really done a good job, more than decent job, I would say. So on the right side, apart from the power key, you have a USB, type A USB, which is a 3.0. Obviously, I think everything that comes nowadays is 3.0. And then you have a HDMI port, you have a headphone jack, and then you also have a SD card reader, which is also one of the decisive points when I was looking for a laptop. Because I mean, now I'm recording this video, and on my phone everywhere I use a micro SD. So I wanted to make sure that I have a SD card reader in the laptop rather than to take a separate device for that. On the left side, you have again two type A USBs, and then you have a mini display, and you also have a Thunderbolt port. Now let's talk about the ports a little bit. Now on the right side, like I mentioned, so 3 USBs, but one USB is very important. One of the USBs, and this one, is a sleep and charge. I'm not sure if many people take a note of that. When you say sleep and charge type of USB port, basically even if the laptop or the computer is in sleep mode or is shut down, this port, the sleep and charge USB port, it can still charge your device, a phone or whatever device. So that's really something nice. And I tried that and it works fine. These two ports don't behave like that, but the one towards the right of the laptop, that's a sleep and charge USB port. And on the left side, apart from the two USB ports that I just mentioned, you have the mini display port, and you also have the USB-C Thunderbolt port. Now again, the Thunderbolt port, it looks like a regular USB-C port, but Thunderbolt port can work at like 40 gigs than your regular USB-C ports, which work at only 10 gigs. So you should make a note of this as well, that if you just have a regular USB-C port, only devices operating at 10 gigs will work in that, but other devices which require a Thunderbolt port, that is speeds of 40 gigs, they won't work. Whereas if you have a Thunderbolt port, it can work with all the Thunderbolt devices and also with the regular USB-C devices. So that also you need to take in mind. So I hope I've covered pretty much everything in terms of design. And like I said, HP has done a more than a decent job, amazing job in terms of the design and port provisioning and the keyboard layouts, etc. So it's really nice. So that's about it. We'll catch up in the next video. We will start talking about the battery backup and the performance now. So hope you like this video. So let's catch up in the next video.